This is Lesson 4, Build the Database. Exercise 4H, Prepare the parcel data. Our final preparation task is to work with the land parcels that the new park will be chosen from. We have 5 objectives. First, we'll join the standalone vacant parcels table to the parcels feature class. That's how we'll know which parcels on the map are vacant. A table join needs a common attribute shared by the feature class and the standalone table, so we'll look for that. Then we'll validate the join to make sure it doesn't fail on a technicality, and we'll index the key field in the standalone table to make the join run faster. That's all part of the first objective. The second objective is to copy the join data to a new feature class in Ready Data. Third, we'll run the dissolve tool to combine vacant parcels that are next to each other. That's because a couple of little parcels might add up to our minimum requirement of 1 acre. Fourth, we'll calculate the acreage of each parcel. And fifth, we'll create metadata for the new feature class by filling out its item description. We'll continue with the map document we've had open for the whole lesson. Let's review the data requirements table. In row 1, parcels is the data set representing pieces of land. In row 2, vacant parcels has the code for vacancy stored as an attribute. So we need to get those two together with a join. Let's turn off the block groups in the parks and add the parcels shapefile to the map. It draws a little slowly because it's got about 870,000 features. And now we'll add the vacant parcels table. It's just a table, so you don't see it on the map. But it shows up in the table of contents. The table of contents actually switches to a different view when you add a standalone table. We'll zoom into the parcels layer. The parcels are pretty much the same color as the counties, so let's make the counties different. Now, to do the join, we have to find a common field. Open the parcels table. Open the vacant parcels table. By default, they stack on top of each other, but we want to see them both. So down here at the bottom, drag the vacant parcels tab and drop it on the blue arrow. And now we can see both tables side by side. In the parcels table, on the left, there's a field called PIN for parcel identification number. Every parcel has a unique PIN. Vacant parcels, on the right, has the same field. Notice that the vacant parcels table has about 44,000 records. In theory, each of them has a matching record in the parcels table, that is a record with the same PIN. The join finds the matches and then hooks up the attributes. So we should end up with about 44,000 vacant parcels on the map. Close the table window. Right-click the parcels layer, point to Joins and Relates, and choose Join. Specify the PIN field as the common field in parcels. ArcMap anticipates the next 2 parameters. Under Join options, keep only matching records. We only care about the 44,000 vacant parcels. We can forget about the rest. Click Validate Join. It checks some stuff. And it wants us to create an index to make the join go faster. Click Yes. And we see that the join was validated. Click Close. Click OK to complete the join. And the parcels redraw on the map. We only see the vacant ones because we did not keep the others. Remember, this join is working on the layer. We didn't actually delete any features. If we removed the join, all the parcels would come back. Open the parcels table. Click the Move to End button. We got over 44,000 matches. Basically, almost every record in vacant parcels found a matching PIN. That's 99.8% success. Scroll across. The table has the attributes of the parcels layer and the vacant parcels table. Close the table. That completes our first objective. Now we have to get this data into Ready Data. Open the search window. Search for Copy Features and open the tool. The input features are parcels. We'll name the output feature class Vacant Parcels. Since we're copying into a geodatabase, the shapefile format gets converted automatically. Click OK. The tool runs. The new feature class is added to Ready Data and a new layer is added to the map. Now we can remove the old parcels layer and the vacant parcels table. Switch back to the default table of contents view. Open the attribute table for the new layer and scroll across. It has all the attributes from both tables. Each field is prefixed with its source table. This table isn't based on a join anymore. This is a new feature class with these permanent attributes. Close the table. That completes our second objective of copying the vacant parcels to ready data. Let's look at the data requirements table again. In row 3, we need to calculate the area of each parcel, and that's going to be in acres. But we also had the idea that there might be some adjacent parcels that are less than an acre by themselves, but more than an acre together. So our next objective is to dissolve the parcels. It's not listed in the preparation column because we didn't think of it till later. That happens. We can open the Dissolve tool from the Geoprocessing menu. Set the input features to vacant parcels. Rename the output feature class Vacant Parcels 2. We don't need a dissolve field because we're dissolving on geometry. Features with common boundaries get dissolved. Scroll down and uncheck the multi-part features box so we don't get one big multi-part polygon. Click OK. The tool runs. The new feature class appears in the ready data, and the layer gets added to the map. Turn it on and off. You can see on the map that some parcel boundaries have been dissolved. So that takes care of our third objective. Remove vacant parcels. Open the Vacant Parcels 2. We're down to about 15,000 features, but we lost all our attributes except the ones ArcMap maintains. It's okay though. We know these parcels are vacant. And the only other thing we need to know is how big they are. Click Table Options, Add Field. Name it Acres. Make the type double. Click OK. Right-click the field and calculate geometry. Set the units to acres. Click OK. And the field is populated. Close the table. That was our fourth objective. In the catalog window, right-click Vacant Parcels and choose Delete. That's the undissolved feature class and we don't need it anymore. Are we sure? Yes. Rename the Vacant Parcels 2 to Vacant Parcels. Okay, for the last objective, let's look at the item description. It's blank, which happens when you create data from a joined table. But we don't like the empty item descriptions, so first we'll make a thumbnail graphic. Click the Preview tab, click the Create Thumbnail button, back to the Description tab, there it is, click Edit, type in some tags. These are keywords that can help you find datasets in the search window. The summary gives the purpose of the data, or ways that it might be used. The description gives the contents. We'll also put in a note about how we geoprocessed this data, and credits if needed. Click Save. Close the item description. Save the map document and exit. That takes care of our last objective, to create some basic metadata for the Vacant Parcels feature class, and our Ready Data geodatabase is ready to go.